Before the light reaches the ground, I am already standing because the air has shifted. Cool night moisture still clings to the grass, but the wind has changed direction and my nose notices first. It carries the scent of dry leaves, old wood, and the faint trace of something that moved beyond the fence while we slept. I lift my head, ears turning like small dishes, catching sounds that arrive in pieces. A distant bird, a soft scrape of hooves nearby, the slow breath of another goat behind me. I blink into the dimness and step forward. My hooves find the ground with certainty. They are made for uneven places. Stones, slopes, hard dirt, none of it troubles me. I move easily, shifting my weight from one step to the next, balanced and alert. A goat survives by knowing where to place the body. Around me, the herd begins to stir. We do not rise as one. We rise in waves. One stands, then another. A kid stretches and shakes its head, ears flicking at early insects. A doe nudges her young briefly, then lowers her head to sniff the ground. I do the same. Morning is the time for checking. I walk the familiar edges of my space, not because I need to claim it, but because I need to understand it. Scent tells me what happened while darkness covered the field. A cat passed near the gate. A dog walked outside the fence. A bird landed and left again. These details matter. They tell me whether today will be ordinary or whether I must stay closer to the herd. When the human arrives, I notice the rhythm of footsteps immediately. The gate opens with its predictable creak. A bucket shifts. A low voice moves through the air. I do not rush forward, but I do step closer. Food is not always the same each day, and my body prefers variety. Goats are browsers more than grazers. We taste the world constantly, choosing leaves, stems, bark, and whatever the land offers. The feed appears and the herd gathers. There is no true order here, only movement. Some push gently with their shoulders, some slip in from the side. I keep my balance and take my place without conflict. My mouth works quickly, pulling small mouthfuls, chewing with short, steady bites. When I drink, I lift my head often. Water is quiet when it sits, but drinking makes me less aware. I compensate by listening between swallows. My ears turn toward the fence, toward the open field, toward any sound that does not belong. After feeding, the real work begins, browsing. I move toward shrubs and low branches. My lips are flexible, my teeth sharp enough to strip leaves. I stretch upward, placing my front hooves on a low rock for height. The rock is cold under hoof, but stable. I reach higher and pull a mouthful of leaves free. This is my kind of feeding, not wide fields of grass, but scattered patches of flavor and fiber. I sample. I choose, I move again. My stomach, like other ruminants, is built to process rough plants slowly. I can eat quickly now and chew later when I rest. Morning warms into midday. The sun rises and presses heat into my back. Insects become active. Flies land on my face and near my eyes. I shake my head sharply to dislodge them. I flick my ears. I rub my cheek against a post once, then move toward shade. Shade matters when the heat grows thick. Standing still saves energy. Resting protects water inside the body. I lie down and fold my legs beneath me. The ground is warm now. My herd settles nearby. We remain close enough to read each other's posture. A goat watches for danger not alone, but with the herd's awareness spreading like a net. Now I chew again. Cud rises softly into my mouth, and I grind it slowly. Long circles, patient rhythm. This is when my body breaks down what I swallowed earlier. Chewing is not boredom. It is survival. It extracts energy from leaves that other animals cannot use. A kid trots past me suddenly, playful, light. It hops onto a small mound, then jumps off again. Its energy is bright and brief. Mine is steadier, reserved. I watch it with half-closed eyes, ears still turning. Then the calm breaks. A sharp sound snaps from beyond the fence. A dog bark, closer than before, fast. My head rises instantly. The herd freezes. I stop chewing. My ears lock forward. My legs tighten beneath me. The kid stops moving and runs toward its mother. Bodies press closer together. We do not chase danger. We prepare to escape it. The barking comes again, then a scrape of paws on dirt. I stand, one step back, another. My heart beats faster. My eyes widen. I scan for movement. The fence line remains still, but sound carries intention, and my body reads it as threat. Then the human appears near the gate. The voice is firm. The barking fades. The herd releases its tension slowly. Breathing becomes longer, heads lower again. The kid returns to its small steps. The day resumes, but the memory remains, stored in scent and sound. By evening, the heat loosens. The light softens and turns gold. I browse again, gathering enough food before night. I drink once more. I stand near others, close enough to feel their movement through the ground. As darkness returns, we settle into quiet places, near rocks, near shelter, near the herd. I lower myself down again, legs folded beneath me. Tomorrow, the wind will shift again, and I will rise to read it. Night does not silence the world, it only hides it. I rest with my body folded beneath me, but my ears remain awake. They turn toward faint sounds and return again. A goat sleeps lightly. Even in safety, we are built for quick rising. The herd rests in scattered closeness, not crowded but connected. The air cools, dew forms again, the scent of soil becomes sharper. I inhale deeply and taste the night through my nose. It tells me where animals moved hours ago. It tells me what is near and what is far. Sometimes I stand in the dark. Standing shifts pressure in my legs. It keeps my muscles ready. It allows me to look over the low shapes of resting bodies. In low light, my eyes gather enough detail to see the fence, the outline of trees, the soft movement of leaves in wind. A distant sound crosses the field. A fox call, then stillness. My ears lock forward, my body tightens, but the herd does not rise. The sound is distant and the scent does not follow. I remain standing for a while longer, then lower myself again when the night returns to quiet. Before dawn, the world changes. Birds begin their first calls. The wind turns slightly. Cool air slides over my coat. I stand, shake my body once from neck to hips, and feel my fur settle. The herd begins to wake in small motions, heads lifting, hooves shifting, quiet breaths deepening. Morning arrives with the first pale light. I step forward and begin to feed again. Dewed leaves are crisp, easy to pull free. I browse along the edges of shrubs, taking what is fresh, then moving on. My diet is wide. I choose variety because my body benefits from it. Different plants, different fibers, different minerals. I do not eat everything, I select. A kid follows a few steps behind, copying my movements. It reaches too low, bites too fast, then shakes its head as if surprised by the taste. It will learn. Goats learn by watching, by tasting, by repeating. Midday brings heat again, but today the air is heavier. Clouds sit low. The breeze weakens. Flies gather quickly, and they are persistent. They circle my face and land near my eyes. I stamp once, then again. I shake my head sharply. My ears flick and twist. I move toward shade near a wall and stand close to another goat, because proximity helps. When flies swirl, the movement of another body disrupts them. Herd behavior is not just social. It is practical. I rest again. I lie down and begin to chew cud, drawing yesterday's food back into my mouth, grinding it slowly. This second chewing is calm work. It steadies the herd. When goats ruminate, it often means the area feels safe enough to relax. Then the survival moment arrives without warning. A sudden clatter at the far end of the field, metal striking metal, fast. Loud, my head snaps up. I freeze, ears forward, eyes wide, body tense. The herd reacts instantly. Several stand at once. Kids press close to mothers. One goat bolts a few steps, then stops, unsure. Panic tries to spread, but the herd holds. I do not run immediately. I wait. I scan the fence line for movement. My nostrils flare. My muscles tremble with readiness. I take one step backward and angle my body toward an open path, the direction I would flee if a predator appeared. This is what prey animals do. We plan escape routes before we need them. The clatter stops, silence follows, a human voice rises briefly, calm, familiar. The sound becomes understandable, a gate latch dropped, a bucket tipped, a tool struck against a post. No predator. No pursuit. Slowly, the herd releases its tension. I breathe out. I lower my head slightly. My ears soften from their locked position and begin turning again, scanning. I do not forget the sound, but I accept its end. The day continues into late afternoon. Light becomes warm again. The air cools. The herd spreads out to browse. I climb onto a low rock because height gives me range and goats prefer range. I pull leaves from a higher branch, chewing quickly, then swallowing. As evening comes, I drink again and return to the quiet place where we will rest. Night returns with its hidden movement. I settle with legs folded beneath me, body close to the herd. My chewing slows, my breathing deepens. The field becomes dark, but my senses keep working. Because my life is made of small choices, where I step, what I eat, when I freeze, when I move. And tomorrow, when the wind shifts and the herd stirs, I will rise and do it all again.